Hello, everyone! I know, it's been forever. I'm finally recording again. I have some big news, but I'll share at the end. But before I share my big news, I also have a lot to talk about. I'm going to split this up into two parts. First part will be this mock draft that I'm going to do. Unfortunately, I'm solo by myself. And then the second part will be... Hold on. Shit, excuse me. Pardon me. Yeah. So... And then all this other big news well, not really big news, but some of it was pretty huge. And I know things are going on right now, but let's start this draft. Let's fucking do it. So we're only going to do the first round. Let's see. Is it starting already? I think it's started already. Hold on. This is weird as hell. Hold on. How are we doing this? I must have for some reason, must have paused. Alright, so... Looks like we're starting now. Let's see if we can figure this out. The Jags are in an interesting position. Obviously, they're the first overall pick. Again, for the second year. But what I think is there's really two choices that a lot of people are saying. They're either saying Aiden Hutchinson, which is the safe pick, or they're going to go with Trayvon Walker, which is something that Trent Baalke, the Jags GM, he loves to draft like the athletic freaks, even though sometimes they don't work out. Because he wasn't when he was in San Fran, he chose Aldon Smith over J.J. Watt. So that explains all you need to know right there. But if I'm the Jags, I would go with the production. I'm going to go with Aiden Hutchinson. I would go with him number one overall to Jacksonville. I feel like that's the best overall pick for them, the safest pick. And they need something short. I was thinking originally they would need an offensive tackle, but they re-signed their left tackle to a 3-year deal today. I think it was either just today or yesterday, but recently. Now, the Lions need a lot of help, like especially on the defensive side of the ball. I don't know where they're going to pick. A lot of people are saying either Kayvon Thibodeau or Trayvon Walker. I guess whoever you like more out of the two. I don't know. I guess if Aiden Hutchinson was still on the board, if Trayvon Walker was picked by Jacksonville, I think the Detroit Lions would go with Aiden Hutchinson. Because they need both line, they need everything on the defense. They need defensive line, they need linebackers, they need defensive backs. They just need everything, dude. So I guess for purposes, maybe I would go with Kayvon. I don't know. Kayvon is he's really up and down on a lot of people's boards, but I guess production wise, he's a little better than Trayvon because he only got 1 year as a starter. But sometimes the athletic freaks work out. So, but I guess for purposes, I'm going to go with Kayvon Thibodeau. And now Texas need offensive line help. So either Evan Neal or Ikem Ekwonu. He's moving up on everyone's board. A lot of people really like Ekwonu a lot. And Evan Neal seems to be slipping down a little bit because a lot of people are saying that he's injured or whatever. Not injured, but there are injury questions that are coming up now. It's seemingly out of nowhere. But I'm sure he's healthy enough. I'm sure if the Texans were, I don't know if they'll like him better than I can, but I guess because I've only seen Evan Neal like a handful of times in Alabama, even because they're on TV. I've never seen Ekwonu play, but a lot of people are praising him. So I'm gonna choose for purposes. I think they would choose Ekwonu. And now the Jets. The Jets have 2 picks in the top 10. They can go either defensive line or defensive back, which is I think they have. So they have Trayvon. I don't think Trayvon Walker's going to slip down too far. I mean, I guess it really depends on who they like more. If they like a defensive lineman more than Ahmad Gardner, which I don't So I feel like Ahmad Gardner would go to the Jets. He'd be the best choice for them, I guess, right now, because he's the best at his position, and they already have two defensive end, the two best arguably taken. So I guess I think they're gonna go with Ahmad Gardner, and then the Giants are in a great position here. I think they'd pick Evan Neal because they need offensive line help desperately. Whether it's a tackle, guard, center, like they need a whole offensive line needs to be helped. I don't think Daniel Jones is definitely not the answer, so they're probably going to pick a quarterback later on. Probably not in the first round, but I would think definitely in the second round. The Panthers, I think they're going to pick a quarterback here. It's either Kenny Pickett or it's going to be Malik Willis, one of those two. A lot of people, I don't know, the Pittsburgh connection with the owner is because Kenny Pickett, and I think a lot of people say Malik Willis is a lot better overall, just raw athletic and talent wise. So I'm going to go with Malik Willis here. I think the Panthers are going to pick him. Then the Giants pick again. They got number 7. And Trayvon's still on the board, so they're probably going to pick the best overall defensive end. So the Giants have two soft, even though I don't like the Giants, they have two soft pieces. Atlanta is an interesting spot here. I think they need to go with the best wide receiver that's available. So let's see. Olave and Wilson. So it looks like this board has Wilson better, so I'm going to think Atlanta's going to take Wilson just because they need help. They need wide receiver help because it's Kyle Pitts and a bunch of nobodies. And their offensive line's back. I don't know. Atlanta's in a total rebuild mode. And Marcus Mariota is not the long-term answer. He's going to be there for a couple years, probably just for this year. Next year they're going to pick a quarterback next year. Let's see. Seattle. They're back in the top 10 after trading away Russell Wilson to Denver. Who knows where they're going to go, dude? I feel like they could go a lot of different positions. Let's go. Let's see team needs. Let's go with Seattle. They say quarterback, tackle, linebacker, or corner. So the best corner was taken. They're not going to go offense. Well, they probably should go offensive lineman here. Well, the best player on the board, according to this, is Charles Davis. So they're probably going to go with either that or offensive lineman. I figured they'd go offensive lineman. They're probably going to go Charles Cross here. They'll plug him wherever they need to plug him. Now, the Jets are on the board again. They're going to pick whoever. The Jets need a lot of things. They probably can go wide receiver. Let's see. Linebacker. They need basically all over the board. So I don't know if they would go. I don't think they would go back-to-back defensive backs. They got their corner. I'm not sure if a linebacker is that high up. I don't think someone I like, Nakobe Dean, he's dropping a lot. Well, he doesn't need to be, not dropping, I wouldn't say dropping a lot, but he's not that high up. So they're probably going to go with the best offensive weapon. So I'll probably go to James Williams is probably a lot of people's favorites right now, even though he's recovering from ACL. So I think they're going to go with an offensive. Zach Wilson needs more offensive help. Now we go with Washington. They need a lot. Let's see what Washington needs according to this. They think they need a tight end, quarterback, guard, safety, or corner. So the best available player right now is Hamilton. They're probably just going to go with Kyle Hamilton if he's there. Vikings need help all over the place. So I don't know, especially on the defensive side of the ball. Who knows where they're going to go? They could go Stingley. They could go Jermaine Johnson, Jordan Davis. They need help all over the defense overall. It says like the corner, DT, safety, edge, or linebacker. So I guess whoever they rank favorite, I don't know what their ranking is. I don't know who they love a lot, but let's see. You're probably going to need defensive line help. And as much as I love Jordan Davis, I want him to be an Eagle. I think he's going to go to Minnesota. So that solves one of their issues on the defensive line, even though they have a pretty solid defense overall. So Texans, I had them pick an offensive lineman, so they're probably going to pick a defensive lineman. Let's see what their needs are. Edge, cornerback, wide receiver, safety, and quarterback. Well, they're going to try with the other kid, Davis Mills. So I think they're going to go with best player available, probably Jermaine Johnson. Let's see what they think the Ravens need. They need weapons. They signed a safety. Whoa. Wrong team. Holy shit. Where are they? Oh, right there. Cornerback, tackle, cornerback, defensive tackle, guard, wide receiver. So, they could go with Zion. They could go Zion Johnson. They could go with a receiver here. There's a lot of interesting choices they can go with. So I'm probably going to go with the best available player, and if it's... Let me see what they need one more time. Offensive tackle, quarterback, defensive tackle, guard, or wide receiver. So it depends on what they value the most and who the best player available is, obviously. So I've always struggled with that. I would never know who to pick. I would be a bad GM because I would pick the best overall player, or like I have specific favorite players like Jordan Davis. He was somebody I would want. But I guess for now, let's go with Pet. I don't know who they would pick. I think realistically they'll probably pick Derek Stingley if he was still there. If they're okay with his injury. So yeah, I think they would go with Stingley here. And now my team, the Philadelphia Eagles, they need help. All of the defensive back, wide receiver. I would say they only need a backup tight end. I just need help on the defensive line. Howie Roseman loves his defensive linemen, so I think our first pick would most likely be just the best receiver available. So it depends on who they like. There's Burks left. There's Treylon Burks. There's Chris Olave. Let's see. Hold on. Watson, North Dakota State. Jahan Dotson. So probably Chris Olave. I feel like they would pick a receiver again. They're probably going to trade away Jalen Reagor, which I hope they do. I like both the Ohio State wide receivers, but I think Wilson's the better of the two. Saints, they need... Who knows what the Saints are going to do? They could pick a quarterback here. Where are they at? There we go. Quarterback, offensive tackle, safety, running back, wide receiver. So they could probably go with Penning here, but yeah, they may do that. I think they just may go Trevor Penning because they need offensive line help. Chargers, who do they say this team needs? Tight end, guard, edge, or corner. So I guess if they say edge, right? Yeah, they'll probably pick if Carl Aftis lasts this long. I think they're gonna pick Carl Aftis, and then we're up again. So I think if we were to keep our two picks, I would want Howie to pick a wide receiver and a cornerback, either a cornerback or defense, any kind of defensive back. So either Daxton Hill or Andrew Booth, but we need more corner help than anything. So I think I'm gonna go with Andrew Booth just for now. I wouldn't be mad if it was a defensive lineman, but if Jordan Davis was still available at 15 or 18, I wouldn't be mad if we took out either of those spots. Saints are picking again, so they have Jameis Winston for a 2-year deal. I still feel like they could go with Kenny Pickett or Matt Corral, whoever they liked more. I don't know, dude. I don't know what the Saints are thinking. I don't know what they would want to do. Because they need offensive line help, which they already got, and then they also need... It's mostly just off safety help. So if there's... I don't know. I feel like they'd pick a quarterback. I think either Kenny Pickett or Matt Corral, whoever they like more. Mobile quarterbacks are the thing. They're both mobile. Matt Corral's done more of the RPO, so probably Kenny Pickett, if anything. And I don't know if the Steelers, and if those two are taking, I don't know if the Steelers are going to reach that high for Matt Corral. Where are they at? Right there. They need offensive tackle, corner, wide receiver, safety. So they're probably going to pick the best fucking overall player. So probably, I don't know. If I were them, I would. Let me see. The best over defensive back. So probably either Daxton Hill or whoever the best corner. So Kier Elam, he's getting a lot of love from people. So I think he's going to go with him. Patriots are up. They corner, running back, wide receiver, or safety or defensive tackle. So these are where they could either pick, I think, Daxton Hill or Devin Lloyd. Or they could go with one of the wide receivers in Traylon Burks or Drake London. But I guess, I don't know, best overall, probably Daxton Hill. And then Green Bay, they have 2 first-round picks. They desperately need offensive weapons. So whoever the best weapon is available left, so probably Traylon Burks or I feel like Drake London has fallen on a lot of people's boards, but I feel like he's still a pretty good player. What does Arizona need? Arizona needs lineman, a running back, tight end, edge, or corner. So I don't think Matt Corral's going there yet. Because they have Kyler, and even though Kyler's being a little Kyler's starting unnecessary drama, I think. I know he wants to get paid. I respect the fact he wants to get paid, but I just think the way he's doing is unnecessary. So they're probably going to pick Trent McDuffie because they need help on all that defense. Cowboys, they're probably going to trade up. I feel like the Cowboys, Packers, or the Saints are the teams that are most likely to trade up in the top 10. But we're doing this with no trades because I'm not paying for a mock draft that requires trade. So what do they think Cowboys need? Basically help all over the offensive line and defensive help. So probably whoever they like, I guess if they like Zion or if they like Kenyon Green. But if Zion Johnson's there, they're probably going to go with him. Buffalo needs either a running back or more defensive line help, I think. Yeah, defensive line or let's see what they say. Guard, edge, or linebacker. So probably offensive line help. The Titans need a lot. Let's see what they say they think the Titans need. Linebacker, tight end, center, edge, or corner. There's probably someone in here that I don't have. I'd probably go Linderbaum. I would, if they need offensive line help, because that would fuck Cincy over. Because I think Cincinnati really likes him a lot. If I were Cincinnati, I would like Linderbaum a lot, but we're not there yet. So let's go with Tampa Bay. They say they need a running back, defensive tackle, quarterback, corner, or guard. Let's see. See that again? I don't think there's going to be a first-round running backs this year. Because Breece Hall and Kenneth Walker are the only 2 really good ones. Ojabo's draft stock because he got hurt. So, probably, I don't think Perrion went for it. I don't know. I heard his name pretty hyped up pretty well, but I don't know if it's going to last that long, but we'll see. That might be a reach for a pick there. I'm not sure. Oh, definitely. The Chiefs are definitely going to trade up too. What do I think Green Bay needs? They probably need just weapons and weapons and weapons and weapons. So if Nakobe Dean's still there, they're probably going to pick whoever like more Devin Lloyd or Nakobe Dean. I would probably go with one of those 2. Or worst case scenario, probably go with if they want to do that, another wide receiver, probably Drake London. But I guess just for this, I like Nakobe Dean more than Devin Lloyd. But that's just me. Chiefs, they definitely need another wide receiver. So they're probably going to pick Drake London. And then they'll probably go defensive back help. Let's see. Yeah, safety. So they're probably going to go with Lewis Sign. He might be picked a little higher than that, but let's see. What do you think the Bengals need? They say tackle, center, safety, or defensive tackle. So they're probably going to go with, I would say Devontae Wyatt, probably, or whoever they have best. And then the Lions, who do I have them picking first? Defensive end, probably going to go. If they were to, they have 32 and they have 34, so they're probably going to go with. They could probably get away to go with Matt Corral or go with Devin Lloyd. So I would say I'll probably pick Devin Lloyd first if I were them. Alright, what the fuck? Let's go full results. What the fuck? There we go. So this is what I have for the first round. I think Aiden Hutchinson would be the best first pick, like the safest. Kayvon Thibodeau, number 2 to the Lions, just because he's an athletic freak and he's more productive. Econ Ikwanu is probably going to go to the Texans. He's probably more. A lot of people are saying he's more athletic than Evan Neal. That's probably why he's rising up higher. Ahmad Gardner, I don't. The Jets could take him there, but I don't know if he really is going to go that high. I think he should because he's that great of a corner, but we'll see. Who knows what the Jets are going to do? We don't know how they're going to draft. Evan Neal, I think that's a good Giants need offensive line help. Malik Willis, I think. I don't know if people are going to say that's a reach or not, but I feel like he's the best quarter. He's the best arm and he's the most athletic. Jesus Christ, I can't talk today. Most athletic quarterback so far in this draft class. Trayvon Walker, I don't think he goes out of the top 10. He's probably not going to go that far. He's probably not going to fall that far to the 7. He's probably going to be a top 5 pick. So realistically, probably Evan Neal and Trayvon Walker would probably switch. But I'm looking back on it now. I don't know. Just at the time, I feel like Giants need more of a tackle. Atlanta just needs help. Seahawks are in rebuild mode. Who knows who they're going to go there? Jets need more offensive firepower. They could either go that or go defensive lineman. Who knows? They need help. They need help everywhere. Washington, I would say, yes, Hamilton's probably the best overall pick there. Vikings pick Jordan. I love Jordan Davis. He's just a big fucking dude who's really athletic. I would love to have him as a Philadelphia Eagle. I just feel like he's going to go. I don't feel like he's going to go past the top 12. I feel like Minnesota is just going to take him up, even though I don't want him to. Jermaine Johnson. Texas just need help everywhere else too, other than quarterback. Ravens, I don't know who they're going to pick. I think they could pick Penning, but best overall player, probably Stingley, very hype. My Philadelphia Eagles have an interesting situation. I think we could use our 2 picks to trade up in the top 10 to get a corner. Probably Ahmad Gardner. Either him or Garrett Wilson, one of those 2. But I doubt, because I doubt if we do trade in the top 10, then we're not going to be able to keep 18. And then Saints, I think they go offensive I think they need offensive line help. They need help. They need offensive line help. If he doesn't go to the Saints, the Chargers are going to pick up Penning. They definitely need a right tackle because they have the left tackle solidified in Slater, Rashawn Slater. He's a fucking beast. It's the other side of the offensive line they need help with. Andrew Booth, I don't know, because a lot of people don't like Andrew Booth, but I think some people not like him. Not saying not like him, but like Elam and who was the other corner I had? And Trent McDuffie, like those 2 are rising up. I'm not comfortable with McDuffie only because Washington corners did not work out with us for Sidney Jones. We took him because he got injured. We thought he was going to be great, but he wasn't at all. He was okay at best. But yeah, anyway, so after Andrew Booth, I think the Saints cave in and just pick a quarterback If they pick Kenny Pickett, they steal one right before Pittsburgh does. Although I feel like Pittsburgh would trade up to get one of the quarterbacks. I don't know if they... Or if somehow they don't go quarterback in this draft. I feel like that's definitely an option. They don't have to go quarterback here because they got Winston for a couple of years. But if he does, I feel like Kenny Pickett could go to Pittsburgh as well. Patriots, who knows where they're going to go? They need help all over the defense. I guess just aging players. And definitely another wide receiver wouldn't hurt. Packers need they need wide receivers out the ass. Arizona needs more defensive help and probably another wide receiver because they lost Christian Kirk. I could realistically see them either driving McDuffie or whoever's the best receiver available. Cowboys are going to pick I think they pick an offensive lineman here no matter what, whether it's Zion Johnson or Kenyon Green. Or, hell, even maybe Linderbaum. Bills, who knows where they go? They probably go to defensive line here. I just picked Kenyon because they need some offensive line too. Titans, I think Titans are probably going to pick a receiver too, but who knows? Perrion Winfrey, that might be a reach because I only said him because he's probably... Because I think Tampa Bay needs more defensive line help than they initially thought. Even though they do play a 3-4, the two linebackers are healthy. Defensive ends are okay, but they need more because they didn't re-sign Ndamukong Suh, or at least they haven't done it yet. They're probably gonna pick him because I heard great things about Winfrey at the not the combine but the Senior Bowl. I don't know if they've been up or down since. I haven't followed every player. Nakobe Dean, I don't think he gets out of the first round. Green Bay needs a linebacker. Chiefs pick whoever best kind of like us, best wide receiver and then best defensive back. Bengals, if somehow the Titans don't pick Linderbaum and Linderbaum falls all the way to 31, I think they go him because Bengals still need some offensive line help. Even though they signed 2 guards and a tackle. And Detroit, I don't know. I think Detroit could go quarterback here, but I feel like Devin Lloyd probably the best overall player to end that draft, end the first round for them. So, there we go. It's my mock draft, but I'm probably dead wrong on all of these. But I will say this is probably going to be... I mean, I feel like we say this every year that this is going to be the most interesting draft, but I think especially this year because we don't know who's going to be number 1 overall. And then this quarterback class is not that great compared to last year and the year before. So we don't know how many quarterbacks are going off in the first round. There are definitely... I think one or two are definitely going to go. I think Malik Willis or Kenny Pickett, both of them are going to go. But Matt Corral is the wild card there we don't know what he's going to do, who's going to pick him. And then I've seen a little bit of Desmond Ridder play football at quarterback at Cincinnati. I like him a lot, but I don't know how well he's going to be in the NFL. So that's who I'm looking at quarterback. But my favorite overall player is definitely Jordan Davis. I would love for the Eagles to have Jordan Davis, but I don't think he's going to fall past the top 12. So I feel like Minnesota's definitely going to pick him no matter what. Either him or Jermaine Johnson. So I just feel like Jordan Davis he's going to be taken before we get the chance to get him. So those are my thoughts on the draft. I'm probably dead wrong like a lot of these people are. Sometimes they're right, sometimes they're wrong. So we'll see. We'll come back next week and do a recap of the draft. So there you have it.